Women, you are uniquely powerful, fearfully, and wonderfully made. The Creator has gifted you with a purpose that is distinctly yours. However, as you journey through life, there are certain things that you must learn to guard, not because they are of lesser importance, but because they are sacred to your being. First, understand the significance of personal boundaries. Boundaries are not just physical, they are emotional, mental, and spiritual. Women, you have been entrusted with the power to set your own boundaries. You must protect your inner world. When you share too much of yourself with others, especially when it comes to personal matters, you risk inviting unwanted opinions, judgments, or even manipulation. Never forget that respect starts with you. Respect yourself enough to know what to share and when. Emotional vulnerability is another area that requires careful management. While it's important to be open and share your heart, understand that not every moment needs to be laid bare for everyone to see. Some emotions, some struggles are meant for you to process and overcome with the help of your own wisdom, prayer, or close friends who truly have your best interest at heart. When you share too much too soon, you give others access to your vulnerabilities. And not everyone is equipped to handle the weight of your emotions. This brings us to another vital point: personal struggles. You may be facing battles that others cannot understand, and that's okay. Some struggles are personal, and not everything needs to be told to another. When you expose your challenges, you risk them being turned into burdens rather than opportunities for support and growth. Keep certain battles within your heart and soul, allowing them to shape your character in silence before you make them public. Your financial independence is a treasure, one that must be protected. The world may pressure you to disclose your financial situation, but understand that your worth is not in what you own or how much you make, but in who you are. Keep your financial matters private, especially when dealing with relationships. Allow no one to measure your value based on what you possess. You are far more valuable than the things you own. Past relationships, experiences, and histories, they are a part of who you are, but they do not define your future. It's important not to dwell on past mistakes or old wounds with those you care about. There are things that should remain in the past, locked away, not to be repeated. When you open up about past relationships, you may unintentionally carry emotional baggage that prevents you from truly moving forward in the present. Protect your heart and preserve the strength you have now. Lastly, never forget the importance of your vision, your dreams, and your purpose. You have been given a destiny, and it is your responsibility to keep it clear and free of distractions. Not every dream needs to be shared, especially when others might not understand or believe in it. There are seasons in your life where you must work in silence, letting your results speak louder than your words. Keep your eyes on the vision and guard it fiercely. Remember, women, you are the gatekeepers of your own lives, what you choose to share and when is part of your divine power. You were created with a purpose, and that purpose must be guarded with wisdom and discretion. As you move forward, protect those sacred parts of yourself, for they are precious and irreplaceable. Personal boundaries are the invisible lines that protect your emotional, mental, and physical well-being. They are essential to maintaining a sense of self-respect and dignity. As a woman, it is vital to understand that your worth is not defined by how much you give or how much you expose to others. Boundaries are not walls meant to shut people out. They are protective measures that allow you to engage with others in a healthy and respectful way. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect. It is a declaration that you value yourself and your needs. When you fail to set boundaries, you invite others to dictate the terms of your life, your emotions, and your time. People may unknowingly or intentionally overstep, and when that happens, your sense of self begins to erode. The more you allow others to cross those lines without consequence, the more you lose your sense of identity and control. Boundaries are the framework within which your identity thrives, and they help you navigate relationships without sacrificing your individuality or self-worth. Respect for yourself begins with understanding that not everything about you needs to be shared with others, particularly those who have not earned your trust. The world often tells women to be open, to share everything with those around them, but there is strength in keeping certain aspects of your life private. This is not about being closed off or secretive. It is about discerning when to be open and when to protect your inner world. Just as you would not allow someone to invade your personal space physically, you should not allow them to invade your emotional or mental space without consent. A woman who understands the importance of her personal boundaries is someone who knows her value. She is not afraid to say no when something does not align with her values or when she feels that something is encroaching upon her peace. Whether it is in relationships, work, or even within the family, knowing where to draw the line is essential. It is a quiet strength that ensures that you remain intact, grounded in who you are and what you stand for. When others see that you respect yourself enough to maintain those boundaries, they are more likely to respect you in return. By setting clear personal boundaries, you protect not only your peace of mind, but also your ability to give and receive love and respect in a balanced way. You are free to engage with others from a place of strength and clarity, knowing that you are not compromising your core values for anyone or anything. This inner strength, rooted in respect for yourself, is what empowers you to make choices that honor who you truly are and what you need in order to thrive. Emotional vulnerability is one of the most powerful aspects of being human, yet it can also be one of the most fragile. To be vulnerable is to expose your true feelings, your fears, your hopes, and your struggles without knowing what others might think or how they might respond. It is an act of trust, both in yourself and in others, but it is also something that must be handled with great care. As a woman, the ability to be emotionally vulnerable is a gift, but it is important to understand that not everyone deserves access to that part of you. Opening up emotionally can lead to deeper connections and understanding with those around you, but it can also make you susceptible to harm if shared with the wrong person at the wrong time. Vulnerability requires discernment, understanding when it is safe to be open and when it might put you in a position of weakness that could be exploited. You must never feel obligated to share your deepest emotions or struggles just to meet someone else's expectations or to keep a relationship intact. Sometimes the most loving act you can do for yourself is to protect your emotional well-being by keeping certain feelings private, allowing yourself the space to heal and reflect before sharing them with others. There is immense strength in protecting your emotional vulnerability until the time is right. When you share too much too soon, especially with someone who has not yet proven they are trustworthy, you risk feeling exposed and potentially hurt. Emotional vulnerability, when shared wisely, allows you to build deeper, more meaningful connections. But when shared recklessly, it can leave you feeling drained, misunderstood, or even abandoned. It is not a weakness to protect your heart. It is a sign of wisdom and strength. Understanding that not everyone has the capacity to handle your emotions with the care they deserve is crucial. Some people may only seek to manipulate or take advantage of your vulnerability for their own gain. Others may not have the emotional maturity to respond with the empathy and support you need. Therefore, it is vital to be selective about who you trust with your feelings. The right person, one who has proven themselves worthy of your trust, will honor and respect your emotional vulnerability, offering you the space to share your heart when you are ready, without judgment or manipulation. Being emotionally vulnerable also means recognizing that some feelings and experiences are for you alone, at least for a time. There are moments in life where you must go inward, where healing and self-reflection are necessary before you can share your experiences with others. This internal process is sacred. It allows you to understand your emotions, to work through pain, and to find clarity without the pressure of external opinions or expectations. It is important to remember that emotional vulnerability is not about seeking validation from others, but about understanding yourself and finding peace within. The power of emotional vulnerability lies in its ability to connect, but only when it is given in the right context and with the right people. Guard your heart wisely, allowing your vulnerability to shine only in the spaces where it will be met with love, respect, and understanding. When you do, your emotional strength will not only be preserved, but will also allow you to form authentic and lasting bonds with those who truly care for you. Personal struggles are an inherent part of life. They shape who we are, challenge us, and refine our character. However, not every personal struggle needs to be shared, nor should it be. As a woman, there is wisdom in knowing which battles are yours to fight alone and which ones are appropriate to seek support for. Your struggles, while deeply personal, do not define you. They are merely chapters in a larger story, moments of growth and transformation. But sharing every difficulty, every challenge you face, can leave you feeling exposed and vulnerable in ways that may not always serve you. There are moments in life when we face struggles that others may not understand, and that's perfectly okay. Not every difficulty needs to be discussed openly. Sometimes it is essential to keep some of your battles to yourself. In a world that often demands transparency, it can be easy to feel the pressure to explain your pain, to justify your feelings or your journey. However, certain personal struggles are meant to be processed in silence, allowing them to strengthen you before you make them known. There is beauty in navigating your pain privately, in seeking guidance and healing in ways that are personal to you. It is during these silent battles that you cultivate resilience, wisdom, and self-reliance. When you share too much of your personal struggle with others, you risk having your experiences turned into something that they are not. People might not always understand the depths of your pain or the complexity of your journey, and their responses, whether out of care or indifference, may not always provide the comfort or support you expect. In some cases, sharing personal struggles too freely can lead to judgment or criticism, which can make you feel even more isolated in your pain. There is strength in protecting the sanctity of your personal struggles until you are ready to share them, until you have processed them in a way that empowers you. Additionally, there is a certain dignity in handling your struggles privately. While it is important to lean on others in times of need, there is also immense value in working through your personal challenges without burdening others with them unnecessarily. It does not mean you are weak or unable to ask for help. It means you understand that some struggles are your own to carry, and that is a testament to your inner strength. You must learn to discern when it is appropriate to seek support and when it is time to rely on your own strength, faith, or wisdom to overcome the difficulty. When we go through struggles, we may often feel the urge to share every detail with those closest to us, seeking validation or sympathy. But what if the struggle is not something that requires external validation? What if it is an opportunity for you to discover your own strength, to learn how to lean on your faith, and to find solutions within yourself? Sometimes the most profound moments of growth come when we keep our struggles to ourselves and trust that we will overcome them in due time. You are not defined by your struggles. They are part of your journey, yes, but they do not define who you are or your worth. When you choose to keep certain struggles private, you are not hiding from them. You are giving yourself the time and space to heal, reflect, and rise above them. You are choosing not to let the struggles of life diminish your power, but instead allow them to refine you. This quiet internal process of healing can often be the most powerful transformation of all, as it strengthens your character and prepares you for the next phase of your journey. By protecting the sanctity of your personal struggles, you maintain the integrity of your growth. You protect the intimate space where healing happens, where wisdom is gained, and where your faith is solidified. Allow your personal struggles to mold you into a woman of strength and resilience. And when the time is right, you will find the courage to share them with others, not as burdens, but as stories of triumph and survival. Until then, guard your struggles as the sacred parts of your journey they are, knowing that your strength comes not from sharing every hardship, but from overcoming them with grace. Financial independence is one of the most powerful forms of freedom a woman can possess. It is not just about having the means to support yourself, but about cultivating the confidence and security that come from knowing that you are the architect of your own financial future. Financial independence means being able to make decisions for your life without being dependent on anyone else for your basic needs or for the things that matter most to you. It is a reflection of your ability to stand on your own, to build wealth, and to manage your resources wisely. For many women, financial independence is an empowering act. It gives you the freedom to choose how to live, where to invest your energy, and what goals to pursue. When you have control over your finances, you hold the power to decide your own destiny without being influenced by external pressures. You no longer need to rely on someone else's approval or support for your financial choices, and that autonomy is something no one can take away from you. It offers you peace of mind and a sense of self-sufficiency that allows you to live life on your own terms. It is essential to recognize that financial independence goes beyond just earning money. It is about managing your wealth and understanding the value of what you have. It is about learning to be strategic with your income, expenses, savings, and investments. So, when you take control of your financial situation, you also take control of your future. You begin to understand that financial decisions have long-term consequences, and you make choices based on what will bring you stability and growth, not what is convenient in the moment. Part of being financially independent means keeping certain financial matters private. Your income, savings, and investments are yours to control, and there is no obligation to share them with anyone unless you choose to. In relationships, especially romantic ones, it is important to protect your financial information. No one has the right to dictate your spending, control your assets, or make decisions on your behalf unless you explicitly trust them to do so. Your financial independence is your shield, and while you may choose to share your financial goals or plans with those you love, you are under no obligation to disclose everything. When you are financially independent, you also protect yourself from being vulnerable to situations where you might be taken advantage of. This is especially true in relationships where financial dependency can sometimes lead to control, manipulation, or imbalance. By maintaining your financial autonomy, you safeguard your ability to make decisions from a place of freedom rather than out of necessity or pressure. You can pursue your goals and live your life without being influenced by anyone else's financial situation or agenda. Financial independence allows you to build the life you want without compromising your values. It empowers you to make choices based on what truly matters to you, whether it's the ability to travel, invest in your passions, or provide for your family. You are no longer at the mercy of someone else's decisions. And this independence gives you the clarity and confidence to follow your dreams without fear of financial limitations. It ensures that you have the resources to take risks, pursue opportunities, and step into your purpose without fear of being held back by financial constraints. Furthermore, financial independence is a vital part of your legacy. It is not just about today or tomorrow, but about creating a foundation that you can build upon for future generations. It is about laying the groundwork for your children, grandchildren, or even others you care about to have the same opportunities for success. When you are financially independent, you can leave a legacy of wisdom, stability, and strength. You set an example for others to follow, showing that with discipline, focus, and strategic planning, financial independence is achievable for every woman. At its core, financial independence is not just about money, it's about empowerment. It is about having the ability to make choices for yourself, to live a life of freedom, and to build a future that reflects your values and your dreams. It is your right and your responsibility to protect this independence, to nurture it, and to cultivate it. Keep your financial matters private when necessary, and never let anyone make you feel as though you must share your financial journey unless you choose to. When you stand firm in your financial independence, you stand firm in your ability to create the life you deserve. Past relationships and personal history are an integral part of who you are, but they do not have to define your present or future. Every woman has a story, some chapters filled with joy, others with pain, and still others with lessons learned. While it's natural to reflect on past experiences, there is wisdom in knowing that not every detail of your history needs to be shared with others, especially in the context of new relationships. The past should not be a constant topic of discussion, as it can create unnecessary baggage that may hinder the growth of the present. When you carry the weight of your past relationships into new ones, you risk projecting unresolved feelings, fears, or insecurities onto someone who has nothing to do with your history. A new partner may not understand the complexities of your previous experiences, and it is unfair to hold them accountable for things they didn't cause. While sharing parts of your past with someone you trust can help foster understanding, there is a difference between sharing and overexposing. It's important to guard the most sensitive aspects of your past until you are sure that the relationship is built on trust, respect, and the readiness to handle deeper conversations. Revealing too much about past relationships can also cloud the potential of the current relationship. When the past is constantly revisited, it creates a comparison with the present, preventing both you and your partner from fully embracing what is in front of you. Every person you meet deserves a chance to be loved and appreciated for who they are, not for how they measure up to someone from your past. You owe it to both yourself and your new partner to enter into relationships with a clean slate, unburdened by past mistakes or heartbreaks. Allow the present to flourish without the shadow of the past hovering over it. There is also the emotional cost of constantly revisiting painful or difficult experiences. Not all parts of your past are meant to be relived over and over again. Certain wounds, no matter how healed they may seem, require time and space to truly mend. Sharing those wounds too freely with others can cause emotional exhaustion, not just for you, but for them as well. Everyone has their own journey, and while it's okay to seek support when needed, constantly opening the doors to your past without fully processing it can be draining for both parties involved. Sometimes it is far more empowering to keep certain aspects of your history private, allowing yourself the time to fully heal before you expose those vulnerabilities. Your personal history, especially in terms of past relationships, should be a part of your journey that you have made peace with. When you have healed and learned from those experiences, you gain wisdom, strength, and resilience. You understand who you were, who you are, and who you want to become. It is when you have accepted your past and allowed it to shape you into a stronger person that you are ready to move forward. The past no longer has control over you. Instead, you control how much of it you choose to share and with whom. There is also a sense of self-respect that comes with protecting the most intimate details of your past. You are not obligated to share everything with others, especially when it comes to relationships that are just beginning to unfold. Your personal experiences, your mistakes, and even your triumphs are part of your narrative, and you have the right to decide when and how they are shared. The power lies in your hands, and you should never feel pressured to open up about past relationships if it doesn't feel right or necessary. You are not defined by what you've gone through, but by how you choose to rise above it and build the future you desire. In the end, your past relationships and history are yours alone. They are the lessons and experiences that have shaped you, but they do not have to be the foundation of every conversation or relationship moving forward. Keep certain parts of your journey private until you are ready to share them on your own terms. Let the past remain where it belongs in the past and focus on creating a future that is free of comparison and filled with new possibilities. Protect the integrity of your emotional space and never feel the need to over-explain or justify your past to others. Your value lies in who you are today and the strength you have gained through every experience that has brought you to this moment. Your vision and dreams are the fuel that propel you forward in life. They are the guiding light that leads you through the darkness, giving you direction and purpose. Yet there is a quiet power in keeping these aspirations private, particularly when they are still in their early stages. Not every dream needs to be shared with the world, especially if it has not yet been nurtured, developed, or realized. There is wisdom in holding certain aspects of your vision close to your heart, allowing it to grow in silence until it is strong enough to stand on its own. When you speak too soon about your dreams, you risk having them diluted by the opinions of others. Not everyone will understand or support your vision, especially if it is unconventional or ambitious. Some may even dismiss it, offer criticism, or try to steer you toward a more realistic path. While feedback is essential in some situations, there are times when the best thing you can do is to protect the purity of your dream until it is solid enough to stand against the winds of doubt. By keeping your vision private, you shield it from negative energy that could cause you to second guess or abandon it prematurely. Dreams are delicate in their infancy. They need nurturing, care, and focus. When shared too widely, they can become fragmented, diluted by the conflicting views of others. The world is full of distractions and voices that will try to tell you what you should want, what is possible, and what is not. But your vision is uniquely yours. It comes from a deep place within you, from a space that knows what you are capable of achieving. By guarding your dreams and only sharing them with those who truly understand your heart and purpose, you give them the space they need to grow strong and vibrant. There is also a certain level of vulnerability involved in sharing your vision with others. Dreams are often tied to your deepest desires and hopes, and revealing them to others makes you open to potential judgment, ridicule, or disappointment. Not everyone will celebrate your aspirations the way you do. Some may not understand the drive or ambition behind them, and this can be discouraging. Keeping your dreams to yourself protects you from external negativity and allows you to pursue them without the fear of others' opinions clouding your judgment. The process of building your vision often requires you to act in faith, to take steps toward your dreams, even when there is no visible evidence of progress. If you share your dreams too early with others, you may face pressure to explain your every move, defend your choices, or justify why you haven't achieved your goals yet. This can detract from your focus and create unnecessary stress. It is far better to let your actions speak for themselves, to quietly build the foundation of your dreams, and to let the results show the world what you are capable of. Your dreams are a reflection of your potential, and part of honoring them is understanding when it is best to keep them private. Not everyone will appreciate the journey you must take to achieve them. Some may never understand the sacrifices, the challenges, or the hard work that goes into making your vision a reality, and that's okay. Your dreams are yours to protect, to develop, and to shape into something extraordinary. When you protect your vision, you protect your peace. You free yourself from unnecessary pressures and distractions, allowing yourself to focus fully on the work that needs to be done. You allow your dreams to unfold organically without the interference of doubt, negativity, or external expectations. The power of a dream is not in how much it is spoken about, but in how much action is put behind it. As your dreams begin to take shape, and as they move from the realm of thought to reality, then and only then can you begin to share them with others. At that point, you will have built something that cannot easily be swayed by the opinions of others, something that stands strong because it is rooted in your own beliefs, actions, and determination. Until then, protect your vision like a treasure, cherish it, nurture it, and let it grow in silence until it is ready to be shared with the world. Let your dreams be your guiding force, your private passion, and the source of your inner strength as you work toward turning them into your reality. In life, there are parts of you that are sacred: your dreams, your struggles, your emotions, and your vision. These are not for the world to dissect or judge before they have had a chance to mature. Protecting your personal boundaries, keeping your financial independence secure, safeguarding your past, and guarding your dreams is not an act of secrecy, but one of strength. It is a declaration that you are in control of your life, your journey, and your destiny. You have the power to decide what deserves your attention, what deserves to be shared, and what deserves to remain private. By honoring this power, you create space for growth, healing, and transformation. Never feel pressure to expose the most intimate parts of yourself until you are ready. Your worth is not in what you give away, but in how you nurture and protect what makes you whole. Stand strong in your silence, stand firm in your choices, and let the world see you rise, not because you shared everything, but because you knew when to hold back and let your true power unfold.